Alright everybody, welcome into the RNGIDP channel. Craig here. Happy that you're here for another instant results. I don't need to come up with a better way to say the instant results happenings. I'm not sure how that works, but that's what we're doing here today. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm missing a die, aren't I? I need 2 D10s and 2 D6s, and I think I'm missing my D6. There it is. Okay. So what we're going to do, we played Matchday 3 earlier, yesterday. That was a fun game. It's up on the channel if you missed it. So today, we're going to go through all the other games from Matchday 3 and sim those out and see how the table stands at the end of 3 match days. As I've mentioned before, this is my Swansea Denver AFC 2017 MLS replay. I've only switched one rule. I made it a single table, and we are doing a balanced schedule, so 46 match days in the season. And we are 3 games played now on it. So this should be fun. We'll just roll some dice. I can chat with you a little bit better this way. During the game, it's a little bit more difficult. Just looking up, and there's a lot of action going on, a lot of rolls going on. So it's harder. It's much easier in baseball. There's more breaks in the action, more time to interact on the chat. So I can do more of that doing this. If you have some thoughts on the game last night, if you saw it, what do you think? Al Red Sox fan is checking in early here, and happy to have him here. Ken Castro checking in as well. So this should be lively and fun with those guys around. And if you're watching after the fact, appreciate it just as much. So join us sometime in the live stream if you can. I know I stream late night, but it's fun time. Al and Ken are usually here. Hammer Time comes in. Chris Day when he can. Lots of good guys here in the chat, and it's fun time. So let's get going here. We are in match day 3. Minnesota United has the match day off, so our first sim matchup will be Orlando City against Salt Lake. So let's go to the chart. And do you guys like it when I roll on the screen? Does it matter? I don't know. I've been doing it, so I guess I should keep doing it, so we'll go with that. So Orlando City, and we'll roll 2 D6s here. Hammer Time, I was just mentioning you. It's party people time. Al and Ken and Hammer Time are all here. It's like a party. Alright, Orlando City against Salt Lake. Orlando City at home against Salt Lake. It's going to be a 24-46 roll. And we roll a 62. Well, that's a really high roll. So that's going to be a Salt Lake win on the road. Salt Lake coming into Orlando and getting a win. Was it an upset win? Salt Lake is 14th. And actually, let me turn this light on, because I think you can see a little bit better when I have the light on. So, alright, there we go. Alright, so going through my method one more time. Salt Lake is 14th in the table from the 2017 set. And where was Orlando? Orlando was below them. So that's going to be a routine win for Salt Lake on the road, even in Orlando. And we rolled a 62. That's an 8. Routine is a 1-0. So Salt Lake goes into Orlando and gets a 1-0 victory. And we need to attribute some goals for Salt Lake. So we'll do that quickly. So my Minnesota won't lose today. Hammer Time. Hammer Time during the game last night was already lamenting and hoping that I beat his Minnesota United team. What was it, 20-0? Something like that. More heat coming your way, huh? Well, yeah, it was pretty warm here in Denver today. Alright, let's get to Salt Lake. It's been really humid here in Denver. It's never humid, and man, it is. Can't get the heat off of me. It's been too hot. That humidity, I can't do it. When I would go and visit Kansas City, where my wife's family lives, man, the heat just stays on you. It's gross. Alright, let's do some goals. Oh, where's my chart? I actually need that open online here. 1 second. Attribution of stats. Did I ever share this? I never shared my attribution of stats in the thing. I'll have to do that. Alright, so let's see here. For the goal, I thought I was prepared, but I guess not. And now my computer's being slow. Alright, here we go. Let's roll some dice. Well, not yet. I still haven't attributed any goals here, so forward 1. Plata is midfield 1. Rusnak is M2, M3, M4, M5, D1, D2, D3, and D4. Okay, here we go. Time to start rolling here. Enough talking, start rolling. That's a 20, so that's going to be a forward goal. The forward will be 0-1, so that's going to be forward 1. So Silva gets a goal. And was there an assist? There was. Who gets the assist? A 20. That's midfielder. Oh, rolled it off screen. Midfielder. That's a 100. Midfielder number 5 gets an assist, and that's Kyle Beckerman. Or as Rapids fans like to say, Kyle Peckerman. Beckerman with an assist on the Silva goal. And the first game down in Matchday 3. We move to New York City as they take on Atlanta United, and we will go back to the chart. So let's see. We are in New York City, NYC against Minnesota United. No, Atlanta United. 24-51. It's a 53, so that's going to be an Atlanta win on the road. Atlanta was 4th. Where was New York City? They were 2nd. So that's a routine win. And an 8, and so another 1-0 game. So 2 road wins here to start the day. Both 1-0 scores. And Atlanta, let's give them a goal. It'll be 69. A roll of a 69 is a midfielder. Who will it be? 47. That's going to be midfielder number 1. So Almiron gets the goal. And was there an assist? 23. Yes, there was. Who was it? 32. 32 is midfielder. 27 is midfielder 1. But that's Almiron, so we give it to Villalba. ATL goes to Villalba. Yeah, we call him Peckerman. Us Rapids fans, we have no love lost for Kyle Peckerman. We moved to Columbus Crew. Although back in the day, that Beckerman for Medi Bellucci trade was stupid and ridiculous, and we all hated it. And then even worse was Beckerman became so good out in Salt Lake, and Medi Bellucci was probably one of the worst soccer players I ever watched play the game. It was awful. So that just rubs salt in the wounds. All right, so we go to Columbus facing the Portland Timbers. Save Columbus. Come on, MLS. You can't move Columbus. They're an original. Don't move them. All right, Columbus against Portland. So Columbus's win numbers are between 24 and 51. Here we go. It's a 61, so another road win as Portland comes out on the road in Columbus and gets a win. Columbus and Portland right next to each other, so a routine victory. And it was a 2-1 win. 2-1 for Portland in Columbus. What do they call it? Mepfram Stadium, I think now, in Columbus. Can't remember what the corporate sponsor is. All right, so let's do Columbus's goals first. Columbus Crew, let's roll for some goals. Well, they get one of them. It's 08, which is a forward, and 76 is going to be forward number 2. So we need to find a substitute for forward 2. And so I got to look through these cards quickly. Get the Columbus team. Here we go. They're easy to find because they're bright yellow. Alright, let's see. Who would be our backup forward here? Let's see. These are midfielders. I'm just going to separate them out quickly. Let's see. Anybody sticking out? Not really. Also, in this set, they only have one goalkeeper, which is kind of crazy. Usually, I thought they would at least, every team would come with 2 goalkeepers, but Columbus apparently only used one all season, Zach Steffen. So Ola Kamara is the starter, and Adam John, old Pillowfoot John from the old Earthquakes guy, he'll be forward 2. And Nico Hansen will be forward 3. So Adam John will get the goal. And that's his actual nickname, Adam John. Pillowfoot. San Jose, when he was out there, they gave him that nickname. Don't ask me, I'm just repeating. So let me put these cards away real quick. You know, we've had these baggies in the cupboard for like 3 years and never had any use for them. I finally have a use for them. It's amazing. I'm glad I never threw those away. Columbus. Let's see. So that's John. And was there an assist? There was not. All right. So we'll move to the Portland Timbers. We need to give them 2 goals. And let's see who gets the goals. 45, that is a forward. 49 is forward number 2. And we got to find Portland's backup. So forward 2. And let's see, where's Portland's cards? Did you guys were all here for the game last night. You saw, it was a, I guess I can spoil things now. If you haven't watched the game last night and you want to go back and watch it, you should probably do so now because I'm going to start talking about it. But I don't. You guys have seen the cards, and I know that Ken, you have played Soccer Blast before. I don't believe these cards are overpowered. I've played a bunch of games in preseason with them. I feel like I've adjusted them and tested them out pretty well, so that they're not crazy overpowered. And last night we blew up for 3 goals, which even a couple of them came against the run of play, and it was I don't know. I don't feel like we dominated the game at all. I felt like it was just a good win, and some lucky bounces went our way. And not that we are going to run away with this thing. So, what do you guys think? Do you feel like my team is too good and it might get boring because if I win every game, which I haven't, I've won 2 out on the road in a row. And so that goal was to Maddox. And let's see, was there an assist? 34, there was. And a 21 is midfielder 1, which is Valeri. How do they figure assists? Yeah, in soccer it's a little bit more loosely. Assists are not as big a thing in soccer. Which is why I only gave it a 50-50 chance if there was an assist on the play, because I just don't feel like it's that big of a stat and tracked very accurately. So, it is if you not the last person to touch it before the goal. It's you have to have played a part in the scoring of the goal. Like, if you just took a touch and gave it to the guy and he took a rip for a goal, you didn't really do anything, so there was no assist awarded. So you kind of have to do something to get an assist. All right, second goal for Portland. It's a 66, which is a midfielder number 1. So Valeri has a goal and an assist. Diego Valeri. And there was no assist on that one. All right, so we will move on. Match day 3. Game number 4 is Seattle versus the New England Revolution. Al Red Sox fans and Ken Castro's New England Revolution. So we are in Seattle. Tough place to play. We went there and got a win in match day 2, but it was tough against New England. So Seattle's number will be a 24-54 in Seattle. It's an 11, so that's going to be a draw. It will be a draw between these two sides. They can't come to a conclusion. And an 11, a 2 was 0-0. So an exciting affair up in the Pacific Northwest. And a 0-0 draw. We'll write down my score. We went into Vancouver, scored 3 goals against the Whitecaps, and took a win there. Houston now. Houston, the Gals from Los Angeles. Hammer Time says, I see they aren't passed out as free as they are in hockey sometimes. Yeah, hockey it seems to be like whoever touched the pass before. But I think a lot of times, in hockey, those passes do create more opportunities than soccer. Soccer, you have a lot of passes to maintain possession, to recycle, and you got a lot of individual plays that create goals for themselves. So if you gave a guy an assist on a pass that was 20 yards away down the field, it wouldn't make sense. Ken Castro, that's about right for the Revs. Yeah, 0-0 against Seattle. Seattle's struggling here in the beginning of the season. 2 straight at home without a result. Well, I guess they did get a result, but 2 straight without a win at home for Seattle. Houston now. Let's see. Houston, where are they? Against the Gals, 23-56. So 23 to 56. It's a 45. So Houston gets the win, and it's going to be a routine one. A routine 9 is a 3-1 win for Houston. Remember, the Gals, they have the name, but they were not good. They were awful last year. They were the worst team in the league, even worse than my Rapids were last year. So Houston gets the big 3-1 win, and we'll attribute some goals here. Let's do Houston's first. Well, there's LA. Let's do Houston. Should be there. Okay. All right, Houston. Let's roll some goals. 48. That'll be a midfielder. It's midfielder number 1. That is Alex. So Alex gets another goal. He had one in Matchday 1, I believe. Was there an assist? There was. That goes to 95. Let me look at the chart. That's a defender assist. And defender 24, that's defender 1. So Beasley, DeMarcus Beasley, old man Beasley, who will probably be the U.S. national team starting right back in the next World Cup. Old man Beasley gets an assist. We need 2 more goals. 2 more goals for Houston. That one's an 83. That one might be a defender goal. Oh, just barely not. That's a midfielder. 34 is midfielder number 1. So Alex with a brace. Who gets the assist? It's a 16. There is an assist. 67, which is a forward assist. It'll be 67. So forward number 2, which is Kyoto. Kyoto gets an assist. And one more goal for Houston. 96. Oh, that might be an own goal. 96 is an own goal. That's 3 match days in a row we've had an own goal. Who was it scored by? 56. 56 is defender 2 or 3. Let's roll again. So that'll be defender 3, which is Diallo for the Galaxy. Diallo. All right. We'll move to not only getting beat 3-1, you give up an own goal. LA. Gracious. All right, let's see who scores their goal. 32, that's a forward. And forward number 1. So Giovanni Dos Santos will get the goal for LA. Dos Santos. Was there an assist? There was. It goes to 3, so that is a midfielder. And midfielder 74, let's see what that. That's midfielder 2 or 4. And it's 70, so that's 4. So Jermaine Jones with the assist. Former Rapid man. He gets the assist on the goal. All right, so moving on, we are going to Sporting Kansas City against DC United. Okay. In KC. And right by the Nebraska Furniture Mart out in Kansas City against DC United. That'll be a 23 to 56. It's a 62. Oh no. Sporting Kansas City loses to DC United at home. And that's going to be an upset. Sporting KC is 11th. DC United 21st. An upset win for DC. A 1-0. Lots of 1-0 road wins this week. And let's give DC a goal. Sporting Kansas City. They've got a rough start too. And where's DC? There they are. Okay, who's going to get the goal? It's a 42. That's a forward. 87. Oh man, that's going to be a sub, but let's figure it out. 87 is forward 3. So we got to go back and get some subs. All right, let's look at DC. So tonight will be the last night I broadcast for a significant amount of time, probably a week. I don't know how significant that is. I've missed a week without telling you before, but I'm just letting you know now. It'll be probably at least a week until I can jump on. I may do some diary type stuff, but I'm not going to be playing any games. So, FYI on that. All right, let's take a look at the District of Columbia United. And we're looking for forwards. None there. We got Mullins and Nagel. And see, like DC, did they really need 3 goalkeepers? Come on. Okay, so Mullins is the starting forward. And man, we got a bunch here. Anybody that's an actual forward here? Well, I think Acosta. Well, he's a midfielder, isn't he? He's starting in midfield. So we can't use him. And let's see. So we'll say Lamar Nagel is forward 2. That sounds about right. And let's see. I guess Deshaun Brown, former Rapid. Brown is 3. We'll give this to Latu 4. And forward 5 is Guillermo Ortiz. All right, that goes to the third forward, so that's Deshaun Brown. So Deshaun Brown comes on as a sub, and he'll score the game winner in Kansas City for DC United. Deshaun Brown was a goal scorer, solid player for the Rapids. Missed many more. He was very frustrating because he missed quite a few goals that Rapids fans feel like he should have had. Brown. And then that we sold him to a what was it, a Norwegian or one of those kind of things, a Scandinavian team. Crazy. Was there an assist? There was not. All right, so let's go. We've got 4 games left. San Jose lead the league so far, lead the table. 2 wins to start the season, and they will take on the Red Bulls from New York. So San Jose against New York Red Bulls. It's 24-46. It's a 44. Ah, nice. So San Jose stays hot. And let's see. San Jose against New York. 1, 2, 3. That's a routine win. And a routine win is 8. Or excuse me, not 8. Woo. 1-0. So San Jose gets a 1-0 victory. And they will stay atop the leaderboard in the table. And let's give them a goal. I wasn't expecting San Jose, and who knows, we have a long season, but I wasn't expecting them to be at the top of the table at the beginning of the season. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out, because we know how this worked out. We have the the league table in front of us. 86 for the goal. That is going to be a defender. So big man getting into the scoring, and that'll be defender number 2. So that'll be Shea Salinas with another goal. I think he had a goal already. The wingback goal. Was there an assist? There was. Who does it go to? 66. That will be a forward. That's 26, so forward number 1, Wando, with the assist. So Salinas from Wondolowski. It's kind of backwards there a little bit. But San Jose gets the win. And we move to Dallas. Dallas versus the Union. And we'll go back to our D6. So Dallas versus Philadelphia, a 24-52. And it's a 32. So that'll be a Dallas victory. And let's look at the chart. Dallas was 13th, Philadelphia underneath them, so it's routine. Routine 5, that was a 3-2 win, so a routine because of the standings, but not because of the goals. A shootout in Frisco, and 3-2. Dallas holds on. Let's go to Dallas and give them some goals. All right. FC Dallas. We need 3 goals for them. And we'll go back to our D100. It's an 84, which I believe that'll be a... Oh, just missed a... So it's a midfielder. I thought it was going to be a defender. 94. What the heck? A 94 for the midfielders is midfielder 2 or midfielder 4. It's midfielder 2, so that'll be, let's see. That'll be Barrios. So Barrios gets the first goal. Was there an assist? 87. No, there was not. All right, second goal for Dallas is 09. So that's a forward. 63 is forward number 2. So Akindele gets his second goal of the season. And that one as a sub. And was there an assist? There was not. Third goal will be a 76. That's a midfielder. Midfielder 38. That's midfielder number 1. So Diaz gets the third goal. Was there an assist on this one? I keep missing the box. No, there was not. All right. So Dallas has 3. And let's go to Philly. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I went to an amusement park on Saturday. It's like warp zone warp because the rides there I don't think have been updated, maintained since the turn of the century, not the 2000 century, the 1900 century. That thing is old and creaky and scary. But the kids like it, and it's cheap. So we need 2 goals for Philly. 22, that's a forward. 52 is forward number 2, which we're going to have to go and look at the cards. It was the first time our 3-year-old has been to an amusement park, and I don't know. I don't think he enjoyed it that much. So Philly. Where is Philly? There they are. Nope, that's the gals. Philly. Come on. Show your face, Philadelphia. There it is. Okay, Philadelphia with their weird, it's kind of like a mustard gold. I didn't print all that. I don't know. It's hard to get a gold on paper. It's kind of mustardy. All right, let's look at some forwards here. Pontius is a choice, maybe. And that might be it. Let's see. Sapong is already starting. I think Pontius is starting too, so no good on that. Picoult is already starting. So is Bedoya. So Jay Simpson is our only other choice. Simpson gets the goal. The first goal for Philly. Simpson as a sub comes on and gets the goal. And let's take a look. Was there an assist? There was. It was to 71, which was a forward. Forward 4, that's forward number 1. So Sapong will get the assist. So they must have changed their formation, bringing on a second forward. And so Sapong will get the assist. All right, and we need another goal for Philly. Hammer Time is back. He left for a bit. Hope he didn't miss anything. You missed it all, man. You missed it all. Just like you missed an own goal here. So an own goal scored by Dallas. Who was it from? 03. That's going to be the goalkeeper, I believe. Let's see. Own goal, yeah. Oh, or no. So it's either goalkeeper 1 or defender 4. It's the goalkeeper. So who's Dallas's goalkeeper? Is it Seitz? No, it's Jesse Gonzalez. So FCD gets a own goal from Gonzalez. All right. So we are done with that one. And so now we've got 2 games left. Montreal against Toronto. The Canadian Classico. And I can put Philadelphia away here. Got a nice number of people watching tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. And the support for this new project has been really pretty good. So I'm thankful for that. I know that I spent some time away and hadn't been in a lot of baseball recently, but you guys have coming back and been watching some soccer, so that's really fun. All right, Montreal versus Toronto. Montreal versus Toronto, that's a 20. Ooh, that's not going to be good. A 21-26. That is a tough one. Montreal, they pull the upset win. No, they can't. So Toronto gets the win in Montreal. Routine win of a 2-1 score. Toronto gets the win. And we'll roll some goals. Montreal. They scored 1, right? Yeah, Montreal with 1 goal. So who will it be? A 0-9. So that'll be forward and forward 1. So Mancosu scores the goal for Montreal. Have I ever thought about posting some info on the internets, like standings and goals, in case he falls asleep and miss own goals and such? Yes, I do post Well, I haven't posted the goals yet. I should do that, but I have posted the table, the updated table, on the Twitter page over at RNGIDP on Twitter. So follow me on there, and I in the baseball series, I post the links to that in the description. I should do that for these as well. So when I'm playing a match day, it'll reference the previous table, and I should do that. I'm trying to have fun with this one. I am tracking stats somewhat, but I think in the baseball one I got bogged down with stats a little bit, and so I'm just kind of trying to let this one rip and have a little fun. Toronto, let's give them some goals. 86. That is a defender goal. All right. I like the random results. 20 is defender number 1. That's going to be Drew Moore with his big head. Getting on that ball. I like Drew Moore. He was a captain here in Colorado. He was very kind to me every time I interviewed him, and every time I asked him for something. He was very generous with his time. No assist on that one. Another goal for Toronto. 31. That'll be a forward. Forward 83. That's forward number 2. So that's Josie. Josie Josmer Altidore gets the goal. And was there an assist? A 94. No, there was not. Good night, Hammer Time. Thanks for joining me here. Yeah, I'll post the updated table on Twitter, so you can follow that. And I'll post goal scorers and assist leaders. I'll post the goal leaders and assist leaders, I should say. I don't know about individual week goals, although that would be kind of nice, but I'm not sure. And the last game of the game day will be the Rapids, my Colorado Rapids, against the Chicago Fire. 22-34 for the Rapids. It's a 24. Yeah, the Rapids get a win. Nice. Against Chicago, that's going to be an upset, I believe. Oh, yeah, Chicago is third in the league. Colorado was third from worst, so big-time upset. Upset with a 6. That's a 1-0 win. You don't come into Dick's Sporting Goods Park and try and get a win here. Not today, Chicago. Not today. And the Rapids, let's give them a goal. I bet it's going to be Baji again. All right, goal goes to 100. That's another own goal. That's going to be 3 this match day. And it's not like own goals. It's only a 4% chance to roll an own goal. And we've rolled 3 of them tonight. That's really unlucky. So an own goal for Chicago. And who will it be? 72. That's either defender 2 or 3. It's defender 3 for Chicago. And let's see. Poor Chicago. They haven't scored a goal yet, and now they give up an own goal. So let's see. We'll do D1, D2, D3, D4, forward 1, midfielder 1, mid 2, mid 3, mid 4, mid 5. So that will be an own goal from Kappelhoff. Kappelhoff versus the Rapids. So Chicago loses on an own goal to the Rapids. Oh, that's tough. 1-0, and they lose. Oh man. So that'll be the match day. Let me move this stuff, and I'll bring the results over here. And so there you can see the full week's results. Salt Lake dropped one in Orlando. Atlanta dropped one in New York City. Columbus loses at home to the Timbers 2-1. Seattle and New England play to a 0 draw. Swansea Denver went into Vancouver and with a big win 3-0. Houston big times LA 3-1. Sporting lost to DC United 1-0 at home. The Red Bulls face the tough Earthquakes team and lose out in San Jose 1-0. FC Dallas barely gets by the Union 3-2. Montreal, they played Toronto tough but lose in the end 2-1. And the Rapids with a big time win at home 1-0. I will update the table, which I wish, and maybe I'll do this not tonight but sometime, because I want you guys to see my spreadsheet just because I spent so much time on it. All I do is enter the scores. All I have to do is enter the scores and then go to the table and run a shortcut, a key, which is a quick keystroke, and the table updates itself with goals, standings. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. So I'm going to have to show that off sometime because it's pretty sweet. So that's it for tonight. The match day 3 has been concluded. I will post the table results over on Twitter, and we can talk about it over there or in the comments section here. But until, I don't know, probably a week, this Swansea Denver team will be riding some good feelings with a 3-0 win in match day 3 over Vancouver. They will sit towards the top of the standings, not in first, but towards the top. And we're in good shape for now. So, out Red Sox fan, Hammer Time, Ken, thanks for joining me. And we appreciate it, or I appreciate it. And until next time, go Swansea.